Cobham Training Centre buzzed with its usual energy. Players moved swiftly across the pristine pitches, coaches barked instructions, and the crisp spring air carried the rhythmic thud of boots striking the ball. But on this particular day, an encounter was about to unfold, one that bridged generations of Chelsea's past and present. John Mikel Obi, a stalwart of Chelsea's golden era, stepped onto the familiar grounds he once called home. The Nigerian midfield maestro had spent over a decade at the club, his presence in the heart of the pitch a defining feature of Chelsea's dominance. Though retired from the game, his legacy still echoed within the walls of Cobham. As he walked toward the training session, a familiar figure emerged from the group of current players. Reece James, Chelsea's captain and one of Europe's finest fullbacks, turned and locked eyes with Mikel. There was a brief moment of recognition, followed by a smile, one filled with admiration and respect. The handshake was firm, the embrace genuine. Mikel, once the young prodigy learning from legends, now stood before the man who had taken up the mantle of leadership at Chelsea. Reece James, born into the club's system, had grown up watching players like Mikel shape Chelsea's identity. Now, he carried that same responsibility. For a moment, words weren't necessary. The weight of shared history, of battles fought in the blue shirt, connected them. Around them, the session continued, players weaving through drills, voices calling for passes, but in this moment, past and present converged. Mikel studied James, noting the quiet confidence in his demeanor, the way he carried himself as a leader. He saw a reflection of the values Chelsea had instilled in him years ago: discipline, resilience, and an unyielding desire to win. James, in turn, looked at Mikel with the reverence one has for a figure who paved the way, who laid the foundation upon which the current squad stood. A brief exchange followed, words only they could hear, but the essence was clear. Mikel offered wisdom, not in lengthy speeches, but in knowing glances and a few well-placed words. James, in return, acknowledged the responsibility he now bore, carrying the torch that players like Mikel had once held. As Mikel turned to leave, James watched him for a moment longer. The meeting had been brief, but its significance lingered. One had built a legacy, the other was shaping his own. And in the heart of Cobham, where Chelsea's past and future always intertwined, a silent promise was made, one of continuity, of honor, and of carrying the blue flag forward.